The hobbits mysteriously disappeared 50,000 years ago. New study reveals the fate of their island home. Around 50,000 years ago, a remarkable chapter in human evolution came to an end on the Indonesian island of Flores. The island was once home to Homo floresiensis, affectionately nicknamed the hobbits for their small stature of roughly 1.1 meters. First discovered in 2003 in the Liang Bua cave, these tiny hominins captured global attention for their unique anatomy, which combined primitive and modern traits, and for the mystery of their sudden disappearance. A new study now provides the most comprehensive explanation yet of the environmental and cultural forces behind their extinction. Discovery of the hobbits. The saga of Homo floresiensis began with the 2003 excavation of Liang Bua cave. Archaeologists unearthed the partial skeleton of an adult female, designated Pound 1, alongside stone tools and the bones of extinct island fauna. This adult measured barely over a meter tall and had a brain roughly the size of a grapefruit. Subsequent discoveries confirmed that these hobbits were a distinct species of ancient human, not simply diseased modern humans as some initially argued. Their anatomical features suggested a fascinating evolutionary story. While their facial structure and teeth resembled early Homo erectus, their small body and brain size hinted at island dwarfism, a process where isolated species gradually shrink due to limited resources. Life on Flores. For tens of thousands of years, Homo floresiensis thrived in the tropical forests and river valleys of Flores. The island was a unique ecosystem, home to pygmy elephants, stegodont, a primary prey species, giant storks and vultures, Komodo dragons, apex predators they may have competed with or avoided. The hobbits were skilled tool users, crafting simple flakes and cutting tools from local stone. They hunted small animals, scavenged larger carcasses, and lived in small, likely family-based groups. Their survival depended entirely on the stability of Flores forests and the resources they provided. Environmental disaster. The new study, published in Nature Communications, combines sediment analysis, volcanic ash dating, and fossil pollen samples from Liang Bua to reconstruct a detailed environmental history. Key findings include 1. Volcanic eruptions. Around 50,000 years ago, one or more major eruptions blanketed parts of Flores in ash. The fallout disrupted plant life, water sources, and habitats. 2. Forest collapse. The dense tropical forests of Flores rapidly retreated, replaced by dry grasslands and open savanna. Pollen records show a sharp decline in forest species. 3. Faunal shifts. With the forests gone, many native species either migrated, went extinct, or became scarce. The pygmy elephants, a critical food source for the hobbits, also disappeared. This sudden ecological transformation would have been devastating for a small, isolated hominin population with few survival options. Arrival of modern humans. Evidence suggests that Homo sapiens reached the islands of Wallacea, the region between Asia and Australia, around the same period. Stone tool technologies in Flores from roughly 50,000 years ago differ from those used by the hobbits, implying the presence of modern humans. While there is no proof of direct conflict, modern human arrival could have stressed the fragile ecosystem further. Competition for resources such as small game and edible plants. Introduction of new hunting patterns that disrupted the local food web. Indirect environmental impacts through fire management or landscape alteration. These pressures likely compounded the effects of the climatic and volcanic upheavals. The final days of the hobbits. By 50,000 years ago, the population of Homo floresiensis had dwindled. Their forest home was gone, prey species had vanished, and possible encounters with modern humans may have disrupted their way of life. Small, isolated populations are especially vulnerable to extinction due to disease, inbreeding, and the inability to recover from environmental shocks. The archaeological record shows that after this period, the hobbits simply disappear. Liang Bua, once filled with traces of their daily life, fell silent. Why they vanished? The study concludes that the extinction of the hobbits was probably caused by a combination of rapid environmental change and indirect human pressure. 1. Volcanic-driven habitat collapse left them without the forests and resources they relied upon. 2. Arrival of modern humans introduced competition and possible ecological disruption. The small population of Homo floresiensis could not adapt fast enough, leading to their disappearance from the fossil record. Scientific and evolutionary significance. The story of the hobbits is a stark reminder of how fragile isolated populations can be in the face of sudden environmental upheaval. It also offers insight into the broader patterns of human evolution. Multiple human species coexisted in Southeast Asia 50,000 years ago. Environmental pressures and human expansion often coincided with the decline of archaic populations. Evolutionary success often depended on adaptability to rapidly changing ecosystems. The fate of the hobbits mirrors that of many other extinct human relatives, from the Neanderthals in Europe to the Denisovans in Asia. Their disappearance marks the end of a unique branch of our shared family tree. Key points of the study. Homo floresiensis thrived in isolated forest ecosystems for over 100,000 years. Around 50,000 years ago, volcanic eruptions caused rapid environmental collapse. Modern humans arrived on Flores, likely adding indirect competitive pressures. The species disappeared completely shortly after these events. The mystery of the hobbits is now clearer. They were victims of a changing world, swept aside by a combination of natural disasters and the rise of our own kind. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.